Yo, what it is, YouTube? It is your boy Smoke 909 back with another video. You know, we had to come and talk about it. We finally got the patch notes for the best, in my opinion, collaboration that is happening for MapleStory Demon Slayer collaboration. This is dropping tomorrow, March 19th on Wednesday. Let's dive into these patch notes. I'm not going to go too much into it, but I'm definitely going to give enough of my opinion and my thoughts and give you a quick little too long to read in case you haven't gotten anything. So we're going to skip all the little bit of the table of contents here. Let's start off with the top at least. It's time to team up with the Demon Slayer Corps and train like a true warrior in the Demon Slayer training test. Hone your skills in Tanjiro's training event and document your journey in Tanjiro's journal. Test your strength by embarking on Zenitsu's and Inosuke's Maple Expedition and try your luck with the coin flip challenge. Channel your inner Hashira and set your heart ablaze. Okay, I almost was a good reader, and then I got to the end, it was an L reader. So essentially, we have the auto harvest profession system to start off. This, in my opinion, looks like it's going to be replacing the Threads of Fate quest. It's exactly what it sounds like. You'll actually be able to auto harvest for up to 8 hours per day until reset. And as you can see right here, you can auto harvest up to 8 hours. You essentially will go into the harvest tab and you'll go ahead and auto harvest. You can speed up how fast that is done by completing three daily quests. Be careful which one you do pick as far as novice, intermediate, advanced, or expert harvesting. They do provide different harvesting items and you can't switch once it is started. You can minimize the actual timer so that you can have it while you're still gaming, or maybe you're AFKing, who knows. On to the next thing here. Before I go on to the next step, I just want to go into about the fact that they're actually going to be having coins that you can get into for completing the auto harvest. Those professional coins will be used at the credit shop, and I believe it does say here you can collect a maximum of 1,050, and also you would be able to collect up to 150 coins per day, or credits, however you want to look at it. Here's just a little idea of what it looks like under the novice. I know we talked about the novice, the expert, the intermediate, and all that. Quite frankly, I'm sure everybody's just gonna probably go to the expert because they want those juniper berry seed oils, just to go ahead and get the stuff needed so you can get your wops, especially my reboot players. As far as red goes, I don't know what we'll use that for. Maybe we'll start selling more things and then start crafting more, getting people to start doing the professions a bit more. And here's the credit shop. You can buy herb pouches, magic powder seed selector pouches with these credits. So just remember, you can only get a maximum of 1,050 saved up, and you only get 150, earn up to 150 daily credits. What I'm really excited about is the Steam community market. Gonna be able to definitely check out some NXs that I wasn't even able to get because I wasn't on the game in 2017. As for those who weren't either, this is a great time. I highly recommend get you a Steam account. If you don't know what Steam is, so with this little piece right here, you're gonna want to download this app, create you an account, link your Nexon account to it, and I play MapleStory through it anyways. You're gonna want to use this market because it's gonna be able to look at some NX items. People will be able to sell them. How? It's going to be used through these Oswell Scissors of Karma, which can be purchased for 6,000 Nexon points. However, during this patch, they will be only 3,000 NX. So good time to buy that. I would say, get your bang for your buck. I'm sure you might be able to load up on them and you don't have to use them until they expire. So maybe you want to save up on a few in case there's something else you want to check out. I'm sure it's going to be crazy the first couple of days in this market. Next, let's get into the actual Demon Slayer event. So Tanjiro's training event, essentially what you're going to have to do is definitely, I know you're going to have to kill mobs. You're going to have to kill a certain amount of mobs and hit levels. Now the Tanjiro's training event, I will say, it will get you, it's like a hyper burning event. There will be some things I do believe that are not going to be as natural as your true hyper burning event, but they're going to be very similar. Moving forward, you have different things that you can get and quests that you need to complete. Here are some of Tanjiro's moves that you'll be able to use, because you're actually going to be able to play as Tanjiro, which is really dope as a samurai. If you're not too familiar with the Demon Slayer anime, he is a samurai, to put it shortly, and he's very well known for using his sword skills. So here are all the different skills. You can read through them, of course, if you want. I will have the MapleStory website linked in the description if you're curious. Then we have Tanjiro's journal, just where you're going to be able to check in, see what quests you need to do to complete. Definitely a lot of these bosses in here will provide rewards for us after we've completed them. So defeating Hardhilla, normal Cygnus, Chaos Zakum, Chaos Pink Bean. You get the dope, I don't even know how to say it. Is it Sakonji mask? And then you get the Tanjiro chat ring. You get the training chair, the Inosuke training chair, the Nezuko android coupon, even fire. And these are just how the different bosses you have to fight in the actual training manual, and you unlock these items, which is really great. Now, when it comes to the progress, we have your basic training package, which we all know and have gotten those before. Comes with like a free little pet, little 30-day pet, like a snail, some items and things that you need to kind of get you kind of started in the game, some basic things so you can do your damage. And then we got some more special medal of honors. Ooh, throwing some monster park vouchers. We like that. Terra Burninator. Essentially, this will allow you to get from one. It's like a quick burn from 1 to 200. It's really good for your meals. So if you still need to get your Legion up, I highly recommend getting this piece. Get some boss accessories, which is great. So you get an aquatic letter eye, you get that from Zakum, you get the condensed power crystal Zakum, the Diacitus earrings, you get that from, I can't remember the blue dragon's name right now. I'm having a hard time remembering it, but the silver blossom ring as well from the blue dragon. I apologize. The crystal Ventus badge from Magnus, the golden clover belt, which I believe you get from Pink Bean. So these are pretty good options here coming out of the box. And then you get an extreme growth potion, 20 of them. Whoa. Again, boosting up the mag pots. I had somebody in my one of my videos, a commenter, viewer, mentioning that they were looking to get things up for their Legion and for their mules. So 20 growth potions right here. Definitely get those. Another great piece, as we're all familiar with hyper burns. If you're not, you get a 15-star CRA set, which is great. You get the hat, you get the body piece, you get the pants, and you also get a weapon. This will be all for Tanjiro, so keep that in mind. Now, the hyper burn, or should I say hyper character burnerator. So this is going to be another hyper burn. So remember, let's remember what I said. Tanjiro's a hyper burn. Then you get a hyper burn coupon to use for another character. It's going to be good for 60 days. So just remember that. And this one does not come with rewards like your typical hyper burn, where you go through and you get symbols and everything. It's just from a level 10 to 260. That's it. Just remember that. Oh, sorry, level 11 to 260. But this is really good again for your Legion, getting that up. As well as if you want a second main, maybe a boss mule. I would highly recommend, just make sure you guys get this. Make sure you abuse this, use it. When Tanjiro's done, when you're done getting Tanjiro to level 260, he does turn into a explorer hero. You can pay mesos to change it to a Dark Knight Paladin, or keep him as a hero. So just keep that in mind, that Tanjiro is going to be an automatic hero once the event is over. For Tanjiro, we are getting level 7 arcane symbols, which is great. Absolab weapon, growth potion selector, great. The Karma star, 17 star force enhancement, that's great. A lot of good things in here. Soul order fragments, we get 100 of them for an exchange ticket. That's huge for gains. Event ring, and then we get a legendary emblem box. So this, for the explorer hero, you're gonna be pretty set up. This is nice. And you get a nice medal for hitting 260 with Tanjiro. And here's all your basic things that you would get. Again, from that basic training package. We've all seen this before. If you haven't increased your inventory slots yet, this is great too. Looks like we're getting 10 of them, so this is great. That's 80 free slots you can use and get that expansion, get that inventory expanded up. Looking at Tanjiro's Maple Expedition, looks like you can get event stats. So that's all essentially this is going to be, is your event stats. And here are the days that each skill level increases. So, you know, the day of the launch, which is Wednesday, you're going to be able to go to 1 to 2. And then April 2nd is when we get 3, 4. April 16th is 5 and 6. And then here's all the different event stats. Very nice, very nice. Maple Expedition for Zenitsu and Inosuke. Gonna kind of breeze through this a little bit, but you do end up getting a android for Inosuke. See here. And then we have a training journal that we were talking about earlier. Great rewards, lots of arcane coupon selectors to max out that arcane force. Highly recommend getting that. And then you get this Buchi Iro's hair coupon. I mean, let's check it out. Again, some more Soul Urda. So here's what that Muchi Iro hair coupon looks like. Very clean. I think a shade would look really good with this, just with the color theme. More Soul Urda, more Soul Urda. This is wow. And then in Transcendent Growth. I mean, again, great way for if you're new to the game, get your main up, get some boss mules up. Really good, especially with the Arcane Force and the Soul Urda. It's really gonna make you stronger. Lots of gains should be made during this event. And then the training test looks like for this one, this is what I was talking about, where you're actually gonna have to fight enemies. For this particular piece, you're gonna be able to get EXP vouchers for that as well, which is really great. So you're gonna want to make sure that you're on Tanjiro, leveling him up, training him like your main, and getting things done. Because I mean, you get EXP vouchers. Why not? Why not? That's super awesome. Coin flip challenge. So essentially, I believe this is by chance as well. You're gonna be able to defeat 1,000 enemies, which is great. And then it's like you defeat enemies near your level. This is really good, actually. All these different percentages that you're getting for while you're doing this. I'm not too necessarily sure what exactly is going on, but it looks like if you guess heads or tails, you receive soul order fragments. That's pretty fire. That's pretty fire, in my opinion. And then here's kind of like what it looks like. So if you fail on the first coin, you still get 8 frags. You get 10 on the first one. You get 9. On the first succeed, you get 10. Fail second time, 9, 12, 14. So not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. And then you could do this up to 3 times. So just times these, you know, obviously by their respective number, whichever one you land on. So you could do the coin flip challenge 3 times a day. Keep that in mind. Lots of gains, like I said, to be made. Lots of gains. And then they're bringing back the Rock Spirit Golden giveaway. Okay, might as well make some money while we're here. Wow, is that 3? What is that? I have to, I'm sorry, I'm gonna scroll down. What is that? Is that 3 mag potions? 3 mag potions, a transcendent potion, 9,999 EXP coupons. Yeah, the advanced vouchers. Ooh, golden tomato pass for the one punch. Oh, for the one punch king. So we get punch king. Nice. We get 3 punch king tokens. Oh my gosh, Soul Urda, mystical familiar cards. I mean, they're getting my money, so it doesn't matter. Like it's going down. They're getting my money. Best hairstyle, in my opinion, is this new Tess hair. This Tess hair is fire, in my opinion. Fire. That's the only one I like. That's the only one I like. They lowered the price a bit. I believe this was 50k Maple points, and now it's 39,800. So for the hyper pass, which is pretty badass. So you know, you get 2 Terror Burnernators. Again, that's from 1 to 200. So if you're looking to get your meals up, that's a good one. You're gonna get the 3 for the Punch King, 3 for the Golden Strawberry Farms. This is a AFK event. We'll get to that shortly for these 2 coupons right here. This is the AFK event. which is awesome. And then your mystical cards, the blue cards for your fams out there. Pretty dope fits right here. I can't lie, these are pretty clean. Bond, and chocolate. And then, like I said, AFK EXP event. I mean, check it out. You get the coupons, sit your main in there and let it eat. I will say AFK EXP is such a sleeper. Definitely put your main in there. It levels up. I don't care, 260, 270, 280. Like, it eats in there. For interactive worlds, for all my reg players like myself, where I'm on Bera, they're going to be wanting us, they're going to be giving us a short player survey and rewarding us with 3 EXP coupons, 3 times EXP coupons, 15 minutes for two of them, just for completing a survey. So I'm down to hear this out. I think this might have to do with the world server merge that's happening. So I'm curious to see. I'm definitely going to be filling that out. Let me know if you guys want to see a video on that. And Sunny Sunday, we don't really need to get into that. The last thing I want to get into is, before we get to the end of this video, is the cash app. So I'm a little bummed, but it is what it is. To get some things that, of course, they're using it through the philosopher book. I want this Muzen. This, like, you look like Michael Jackson. Like, let's just go to it. I mean, like, what are we talking about? Like, you look like this. Imagine bossing in this. Like, what are we talking about? Fire. And then, of course, we got to get this in that too. But imagine, too clean. So a lot of this stuff you're going to be able to get through the philosopher's book. I would love to know what the average person, like, how much it costs to get a breath of divinity. Like, really? I would love this ring. Fire. Would love it. So who knows? We'll see. I ain't that much rich now. I gotta be careful. But the philosopher books, you can get a stack of 11 of them for 2,600, which isn't too bad. So, you know, I would love to get this ring. Of course, I'm really only interested in the Tanjiro face piece, but the Muzen outfit, oh my gosh, too fire. And then you get some masks, of course. These are things, this is going to be in the cash shop. I think the Nezuko box is kind of dope too. Not gonna lie, that'd be pretty fire. I could see being like a buccaneer or like something, like walking around with that. That'd be too fire, you feel me? These hairstyles I believe are already out, but I'm not too impressed with them. I like the test hair, like I said earlier. Different faces. The male faces go kind of crazy. This one, I kind of like this one. And this one too. Something chill and vibey. Oh, by the way, they have vac pets. They have a Tanjiro, Nezuko, and Zenitsu vac pets. Of course, on Rec server, it's by chance. So just keep that in mind. If you already have vac pets, I don't know. I'd have a hard time buying it. I would have a hard time playing Russian roulette for this. So, you know, and whoever gets them, man, you're gonna make a lot of money in the auction house. A lot of money in the auction house. Outside of that, you got other vac pets in here, which is a great event. I mean, this is a good, healthy event. So Heroic World, you guys will get that. And then, like we talked about earlier, the Oswald scissors for the Steam market. Outside of that, y'all, I just want to make sure y'all know to enjoy this event. This is probably one of the biggest ones MapleStory has had in a while. And then remember, April we get an Inkwell note, and then in May we get the anniversary. So we aren't done yet. GMS is cooking, y'all. GMS is cooking. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was just my quick little overview, nothing too crazy. I will see you guys tomorrow for a video, possibly while I'm doing I'll kind of record me doing the process. If you're interested, I am going to plug in my Twitch here. I wouldn't do it normally, but I am now. I will be streaming the Demon Slayer event on twitch.tv/vsmoke909. So if you're interested, come check me out on there. Shoot me a follow. Let me know you came from YouTube. Be happy to talk. Outside of that, I hope you guys all enjoy this collaboration, this event. Have a great time mapling, and happy Tuesday to all my fellow maplers out there. Peace out.